Hey, welcome back to Frank's Favorite Foods, where I'm always cooking up a good time. This is the channel where I teach you how to make restaurant quality food at home. When you need to make something to take to that party, this Asian broccoli salad is an absolute winner. It's inexpensive, easy to prepare, and everyone will ask you for the recipe because it tastes so darn good. Let's get started by toasting some sesame seeds, and as always, the recipe is in the description below. I toasted these on medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes. You'll know they're done when they've turned light brown and have become aromatic. That means they smell good. To avoid overcooking, transfer the sesame seeds to another container as soon as they're done. The next step is cutting up the broccoli into bite-sized pieces. Once you've got the broccoli cut up, go ahead and set it aside. We're going to cook it a little bit later. In the next step, we're going to prepare some scallions that go in the dish, and we're going to prepare a scallion garnish to put on the top. I'm preparing about 1/3 cup of sliced scallions. You want to save about 4 or 5 inches of the bulb section to create the garnish. First, remove the root fiber. You'll want to make an incision approximately 2 inches in length. Make a quarter turn and cut the scallion again. Repeat this step 4 times and open up the scallion flour just like this. Placing the scallion flour immediately in ice water will help it open up. Next, I'm going to julienne enough red cabbage to cover the bottom of my serving dish. Go ahead and set this aside until you're actually ready to plate the dish. Next, you'll need a medium pot of boiling water. To keep the broccoli crunchy and preserve its integrity, only cook it for about 2 minutes and then immediately transfer it to ice water. I remember as a kid, our food had zero integrity. While my grandmother was a wonderful chef, she liked to cook vegetables until they were the consistency of pudding. Anyway, let's make the sauce. This is 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. That's 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Next, add a dash each of white pepper and garlic powder. Next, it's important that you whisk these ingredients together, most importantly, to combine the soy sauce and the sesame oil. The final preparatory step is combining all the ingredients. I just added the scallions. Now I'm adding the dressing. I just added sesame seeds, and finally, we'll mix it all together. For presentation, I'm using this nice white plate. I think it'll show a nice contrast between the red cabbage and the broccoli. Next, I'll pile the broccoli into a nice little pyramid. I was going to make a sphinx, but I couldn't get the face quite right. And finally, adding the scallion flour. Notice how it's opened up nicely after being in that ice water. And that's the dish. This is the perfect side order to take to a party. Everyone will want the recipe. This dish holds up best at room temperature and should be consumed the same day it's prepared. If you're not a subscriber, you should be. Hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell. That way you'll know every time I put out a new video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Liking and sharing really helps to grow this channel. I'll see you in the next video.